Fancy intro, Joe.
Yeah, I was kind of liking that. It was getting me pretty pumped.
Although,
Sorry.
so we've switched everybody that's watching, and you're going to see a video lag for me. I'm going to have to buy a new fucking computer. This just pisses me off.
I tell you about that, man, all the time, man.
What the hell you got going over there, dude?
Oh, I have just one street, one lane road in front of my place, and there's been a lot of construction down by the bay. Redoing some of the, I guess, sewage infrastructure. So detours and, people get big trucks and stuff like that out there getting stuck with the trash trucks and everything. I'm like, come on, man. You're killing me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I'm fucking lagging on the video. I may have to stop my video because it's just going to bug the shit out of me.
Well, just don't look at it.
Yeah.
I know you're always looking at me anyhow, so
That's it. All right. I'm going to probably slow down even more when I share screen, but whatever. Let's see what happens here. Oh, you can share background audio. I understand. Why do you have to? I've already done this shit. The fuck?
Yeah, everybody. Brad's learning on the fly how to use Melon Head or whatever this thing's called.
Melon app.
Oh, sorry.
It's a StreamYard competitor. I was hoping the performance would be better.
Sorry.
Bought a lifetime license. Now I'm going to be getting.
Oh, you're frozen just perfectly right now. Oh, sorry. You're like, this is what you look. Can you see me? You look like this. One thing I did find out is you can't do background.
You're on your own, Joe.
Oh, everybody's going to be looking at me. What I thought was really funny, I was messing around with the background on this. And let me just show everybody watch what happens, everyone. This is just, see that?
That's fucking terrifying.
Oops. You can't. Oh. Yeah, I don't like it. So, boom, back to reality.
Real quick, my episode with Emma Jane McKinnon Lee of Digital Axe is up. And I did a tweet thread about this episode, Joe, talking about kind of the lessons I learned about what she's doing. And I asked her specifically a question. I said, is this a Trojan horse? In the interview, I said, is this a Trojan horse? Are you planning that this is just, you went after fashion because it's a big industry and you want to go after more? Because I labeled her in the tweet thread I did she's a decentralization maximalist. Like, she is 100% all about fucking, I want to decentralize the shit out of everything in the world. And she said, yeah, this is a Trojan horse. She said, fashion's my first step. And now she's already starting to reach out into other industries that touch the fashion industry, right? So her goal is to just exponentially take this thing out and have these DAOs with people working together and collaborating and making money. So, I'm really fascinated by how she's built this, how she's led this. I mean, there are people now in this community, fashion designers, who've left large fashion houses to join this. They are now minting NFTs directly on chain. They are working with developers to create, augmented reality versions of the fashion and the apps that they're dealing with. They're integrating with the gaming industry. These are people that hadn't touched crypto 4 months ago. And they're now like hardcore decentralization Web3 DAO members making money together, Yeah. And so I want everyone to understand that I'm the least fashionable guy in the fucking room, in any given room on any given day. I'm t-shirts and cargo shorts. I think it's absolutely fucking stupid that people then pay the money that they pay for fashion. But, what she taught us was that fashion is identity. It is not designers or designer brands. And what I learned from this interview is that this is a powerful, smart leader who's actually got a bigger plan to, take over the world. So I'm really impressed. I think everyone will get the same impression I got from the interview. She really shared a great deal about what they're trying to do. So I encourage everyone to give it a go, take a look, take a listen, whatever. Share it with your friends. I've got a tweet at the top of my wall right now that's a long thread about the interview, about her, about what they're doing, why they're doing it, etc. If you could, please go give that a retweet. I would appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I've been a big fan of hers for like 11 months now.
Yeah.
And, I've been telling Brad about it. I'm glad to see he's finally coming on board. He's so super busy with everything else.
Well, I tagged you in the tweet, Joe.
Oh, shit. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Yeah. I have to go to Twitter now, too.
Like where the rest of us are all fucking day.
I know. I'm buried in Telegram all the time. I'm getting tired of that.
Me too. And Discord.
Well, I'm back in Discord, everybody. So apologies for my absence, but I'm actually going to be in there now before Telegram.
All right, Joe, by the way, just a reminder, I have a hard stop at 1:00 today for Material Indicators meeting.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. By the way, my partner, Fred, you familiar with Nope, It's Lily on Twitter?
No.
She's this really famous analyst that has a trading strategy that's kind of blown up, is now appears on all the major financial shows, everything else. So she did a follow Friday list of people to follow, and Fred was one of hers today.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was awesome.
What does she do? What's her trading strategy? I
don't fucking know. It's something that everybody loves.
Sounds like me. Oh, here's the headline. I haven't read the article. Chuck was giving me shit about that yesterday. I know. Right. I just bitch about everybody reading only the headlines, but
so
yeah, no. Go ahead.
Microsoft is hiring a director of Web3 in their AI and biz dev department, which to me is a really fucking bullish indicator, because I read through the actual job posting. They must have found somebody, because it says no longer taking applications, but this is this would be a friggin' awesome gig, by the way. Like working with Microsoft, who's really going all in on open source and, embracing the tech now and not being as proprietary. I mean, this job is essentially to weave Web3, DeFi, and crypto throughout the entire Microsoft ecosystem. So you'd actually be working with, every department in Microsoft.
So like Azure and Microsoft Office.
Azure, Office, yeah. Windows, everything. Like imagine, integrating into the roots of the operating system, a MetaMask clone, right? And now the OS is actually part of DeFi. I mean, there's just so much cool shit that could be done. So look, I mean, having that level of accessibility in the operating system and all of the applications that they create, that's really bullish to me, really powerful. So
well, I also like how they call it Director of Business Development, Cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
They're not shying away from it.
No.
By, masking it in something else, Web3, let's say.
Yeah, no. I mean, they talk a lot about Web3 in here, but it's like you're advising the top executive VPs in the company on what they should be doing with it. You're analyzing, you're bringing in partners, you're doing integrations. I mean, this gig is a big job, but this would be a fucking awesome gig. Like if that gig was offered to me, I would seriously consider it. I wouldn't take it because I don't want a job, but damn, I would think about it, because it's like,
well, the impact you could have on the ecosystem, on society as a whole would be huge. Because to me, Microsoft is, as we chatted before, in the 90s, Microsoft was the evil empire. During the .com revolution, it was the evil empire. Yeah. And, now it's not. There it's Facebook, Google, and Apple and all those guys. I mean, sorry to offend Apple fanboys, but they're the behemoths. And now Microsoft comes out as the one, they repeated the times I deal with them, like on the healthcare stuff with Azure in the past, they continuously say, we're not a data mining company. And I'm like, really? I mean, LinkedIn, all this other stuff, you're not a data mining company. And they're like, no, we don't. They use it for internal stuff, but they're not, mining it as the way other people mining it and selling it, let's say. As the other people do. So I think it's because of their more international focus, international data privacy laws. You see that they put a lot at the top is It's not just a bunch of old white guys. It's a lot of women, a lot of people of color, lots of people from other countries. You know, isn't the CEO? I think he's South Asian, right?
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now? Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, so you basically, you know,
Or
why not? That's a 1.4 billion person market, or 1.2 or something.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a brilliant strategic moves that they've been making.
No, really good. I'm really excited to see it. I think it means a lot for DeFi and crypto. I just think there's a ton of opportunity. Hey, Chuck, or anybody else that's listening currently, if you could send us a chat on YouTube, I want to make sure their chat function is working, if you guys don't mind, as I test this thing that I'm probably going to dump. So send us a chat to give us some opinions. If Chuck's listening today, he probably isn't.
Oh, there he is. Yep.
Yep.
Here we are. Okay, it's all working good.
What?
Thanks.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it. Now, oh, I can show it on the stream. Okay, good. So they copied the StreamYard features.
Nice.
This is interesting. Another bullish signal. Number of addresses holding at least one Ethereum reaches new high. ETH 2.0 deposits hit 30 billion. So that's pretty astonishing. Like, you know, you've got $30 billion worth of Ethereum staking, and the number of addresses just keeps climbing of people holding Ethereum. And now, you know, we start to hit a deflationary we start to hit deflationary later on, and that's going to be incredibly important. Just, you know, really big.
I lost track on that whole whatever EI or whatever this 1559 initiative, I think it was called. We were all talking about a big run up on ETH in the fourth quarter because of the burns, because they are burning quite a bit of ETH. And what's your thinking on, I mean, obviously that didn't happen, but what are you hearing about, you know, why it didn't happen? Or is it delayed, pushed back? Is it still happening? Because I see a lot of price calls for 12,000 this year by the end of the year for ETH.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a clue where it's going to go, because I never do. But I certainly think that all of the right things are in place to make it get there. You know what I mean? I feel really good about the fact that it's just all the pieces are in place. ETH2 starts to get rolled out. All of those pieces come in together. Transactions get a bit faster. Transactions get a bit cheaper. You've got all of these people. We're now proof of stake, so it's no longer mining. You have all these people staking, taking part in the ecosystem. And thankfully, you know, decentralized capabilities are being built to allow people that don't have 32 ETH to be a part of the staking. So to me, everything looks positive. Now, do I think ETH is going to become the retail haven for DeFi? No, but I do think that much more will happen there when the transaction fees are down to $15 or whatever people think it'll be. And I think that that'll increase dramatically the amount that's happening. But I think the big traders will still be on there doing big whale-like things, and everyone else will still be using layer 2s, but Ethereum is going to be a lot more nimble. It won't have mining, and I just think it's all around good. And we may get to a deflationary stage, which to me is
I think
fantastic.
I think that's what I was really focused on, was that was supposed to happen in the fourth quarter, and it didn't. And so I'm kind of curious if anybody's done any after analysis.
Let me see if there's anything else on deflationary.
Oh yeah, wouldn't it be great if there was a magic place where you could just go put words in and hit enter and then hit
look
answers?
And search? God, that'd be magical, Joe.
I'm quoting a line from what is it, Internship, the one with Vince Vaughn and let's see, I can't remember the other guy's name.
Oh, so the first deflationary week for Ethereum was January 18th of this year.
Okay, so it just kind of delayed out a couple of months. All right, that's cool.
First consecutive week of deflationary issuance amid surging network activity was January 18th. Now, that may, you know, we may be back in inflationary now because of reduced volume because of the dump, but, you know, it says that on the site I was on that it should show me the deflationary status. So, what you got, Joe?
I was just scrolling through this one thing real quick. I got a good list here of. Well, I got to share screen probably.
Yeah, right now it looks like all time. There's a greater issuance. Let me look in the last month. Net issuance of 57,319 ETH. So it looks like we're out of deflationary mode right now. I'm assuming that's what it means. By net issuance.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think that's what everybody's counting on coming into play this year to get to 12,000.
Yeah, but I think things are looking up. GNO Gnosis tokens, the whole cow swap airdrop. So they came out with the specifics on that.
That's today, right?
What's that?
I heard that's today.
Well, you have to. I don't think so. Well, based on this, I don't know, but it says that if you want to get a part of the extra 5% of GNO, I mean, CowSwap airdrop, there's an extra 5% will be distributed to people that lock GNO. And I believe it's a year lock that you will get some at least a minimum of a year lock. You get some proportional amount of extra CowSwap tokens. So Chuck says Microsoft is still evil. They've fooled Joe. Chuck, I actually think they're much better than they've been. I still prefer Apple products and the privacy protection inherent in those products and the actual usability in those products. But I actually think Microsoft has improved pretty dramatically. So anyway, so if you're wanting to get in and get some more CowSwap than you get from previous trades, you need to you can lock some GNO, buy some GNO and lock it by the 15th of this month, and you'll earn extra shit.
Yeah, I was looking in one of my chats, a bunch of guys that have been talking about CowSwap for a while. They were saying in about, it looks like that's 10:15, 10:35. So they said about 2 hours. So it might be coming up soon. I don't know.
Oh, maybe I get me some CowSwap. Yeah. Give me some cow tokens. I don't know how much I'm going to get. I've done a good number of trades of some decent size on that platform. So I'm hoping I get I haven't locked any GNO, but I am, I wonder if they pronounce it no tokens. I have no tokens.
No. Yeah, I'm looking to see what I can figure out here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
I'm sure this woman is brilliant. I'm sure she's a brilliant financial mind, and she has a background in spreading financial.
Oh shit! I've been in that room.
Oh,
I had dinner there once.
All right, and she's got a background of trying to help and worked as a JP Morgan executive to do cool financial shit in poor countries. But Algorand has named her. She moved up from the board seat to being CEO of Algorand. And to me, I don't get it. I don't fucking get why these people can't get out of their own fucking way.
Well, this is the one that your buddy the Mooch is at, right?
Yeah, my buddy the Mooch. I like Mooch, but that's irrelevant. But
I kind of liked him, didn't like him, then kind
of I hated him and then I liked him. But the point is, Algorand does not need a financial executive running Algorand. Algorand needs somebody who knows how to do fucking partnerships, knows the tech, and knows how to market something. Now, in fairness, she says in the interview that, one of her primary goals is to expand the community team and ramp up more marketing. But what the fuck does a JP Morgan executive know about marketing?
What was her function at JP Morgan?
Oh, hold on. I'll tell you what it was called. I can't think of the word.
Investor relations, compliance.
No, like third world country financial shit. I'm trying to think of the name of that. Emerging markets. Yes.
Yeah, otherwise known as looting and pillaging. Just kidding.
And I don't understand. Like, all you have to do is look around the fucking ecosystem and say, okay, who runs Algorand? A technical guy who's boisterous and big and marketing oriented and fucking community oriented, and he's obnoxious as fuck, but he attracts a group of folks. Who's running Phantom? Oh, I don't know. Probably one of the best DeFi financial strategists, technologists, and developers in the world, Andre Cronje, and a team of people that came up from the fucking community running the project, right? Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin. Do we have to say anything more about that? Right? I mean, I don't understand. It's like everything they do at Algorand, which again, I think the tech is actually probably fucking amazing after watching several videos with the founder who created this that supposedly solves the trilemma of all blockchains. And they're just going out of their way to fuck up the whole concept of adoption. Yeah. Now, maybe they have a secret plan that all they're going to do is integrate with big fucking banks like JP Morgan. Go ahead, have fun. But that is, I don't understand. I just don't get.
Well, maybe that's got to be what they're playing toward, is something like that, because they're not going for the retailer consumers at all. They're just playing, it sounds like, to institutions in ultra high net worth types, and maybe they're going to piggyback in the JP Morgan's wealth management practice in some way. I don't know either.
In the article, they say that she's going to go after emerging markets, blah 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 blah. Which look, that's fertile ground. I get it. But you're
competing with everybody else in that space because everybody wants to bank the unbanked.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I don't see. So if I'm like, somebody in, I'm just picking a country. I'm not trying to say anybody's anything, but let's say I'm sitting in Kenya and I'm like, okay, do I go with this one that looks like the utility of crypto, or do I go with, just pick another one? That we still got Ripple, Stellar, and Cardano that have been talking about that for 5 years, and then the other 30 players that
how about you just go with the fucking, you're going to go with the blockchain that actually has users.
Yeah. Binance Smart Chain is where they all are, it's like, or Define. I mean, it's like, where do most of the Indians go? Or South Asians?
Polygon.
It's an Indian founded company. So
right.
There's a loyalty there. And where do like the Chinese go? They go to like BSC mostly. And, I guess some go to Tron or something, but, I don't see who goes to Algorand.
Yeah. I mean, she says here, she intends for the Algorand Foundation to put more resources into marketing and communications by quadrupling the size of its community engagement team and expanding its developer relations unit. Well, I've seen videos from their developer relations unit. They need to fire their developer relations unit and get people that know how to actually fucking evangelize developer relations. But you're not going to get any developers until you start paying people to bring their dApps over. And so they don't have an EVM, so they can't get people who are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They don't have EVM.
Yeah. No, it's Python based, which is fucking awesome because it's one of the largest languages in the world. There are developers in every corner of the globe who know how to write Python.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the best one if you're going to go learn Solidity. A lot of people always say Python is if you know that, it's pretty easy to then, not easy, but it's the best way to pick up Solidity.
Yeah,
so that's a good point.
That's their most powerful. They have two powerful advantages. Supposedly a technology that solves the trilemma and nobody else really has. And secondarily, that they have millions of developers available to them in the world.
So are we talking, I know trilemma in other spaces, fast, cheap, or good. You can only get two. What are the
fast, cheap, and secure? Decentralized.
Secure. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I guess it's fast, cheap, secure, decentralized,
Well, that's a quadrilemma.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just, to me, it's just, I don't, look, and here's the problem, right? I'm sure the guy with the most board votes is the academic who created Algorand. So he's like, oh yeah, I need a banker.
Well, shit, he's probably sitting on what? I don't know what the market cap, but he's definitely sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars right now. So, but you're right about developers. Developers don't really respect anybody but other developers.
Of course.
So you need someone who can lead them.
You want the guy that founded it. Just give him the fucking CEO title and then hire a CMO and do shit the right way.
Yeah.
What people interested in decentralization, blockchain, and cryptocurrencies are going to go, oh, fucking cool, a JP Morgan CEO.
I know half the people just hate it when I even mention anything about investment banks.
It's like, what the fuck?
And you read this one I'm going to show you later, this new DAO that just popped up called Cult DAO. I mean, it's just burning down the banks. That's their whole rhetoric. So to me, I'm like, that sentiment is rife in this space. I mean, I'm not really I'm not a burn down the banks guy, because I feel like the banks have the exit liquidity in my scenario. But a lot of people don't give a shit. They are trying to revolutionize the space, and they want the banks gone. They want to debank the world.
Yeah.
And so people have strong passion on that. They're going to look at this as like, oh, well, it was a shit thing before. It's even going to be more shitty now. But that's not the case, really. But that's, emotionally, that's what people are going to think.
Yeah.
It's nice dress. I mean, black with the, not cut low with the high collar. I mean, that's very professional.
Very,
and
very
no sleeves, no cap sleeves at all. I think it looks, it's very professional.
I just don't. I'm done hoping for Algorand, because it's just foolish, because they're not going to get out of their own way. They're just not. It's going to be the Cardano of new blockchains.
Yeah.
It's going to fucking languish in the fucking back of the warehouse. It'll find some little fucking niche to provide CBDC, CBDC for, third world countries. And sure, maybe it'll be financially successful, but it's not going to fucking decentralize the world. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, it's not going in the right direction.
No.
But
it's just,
look at her background too. I'm just reading this. It says that she I thought I just saw something. Oh, Milken Institute, NASDAQ, and US Treasury Department. So I will see. Stacy Warden. Does that name sound familiar? Not really, but maybe I'll ask around to see what people think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think that look, this is a young person's space. Okay. All the growth is organic growth coming out of the youth of, the sub 25 market, let's say. And I just think that, you have to move leaders forward that are youthful and represent a variety. I mean, I like that, she's female. I like that part as a leader. I think we need more of that.
Of course. It's awesome.
But, I think that more consistently in crypto, it needs to just be younger people across the board, because, they're the ones that more grew up in the native tech of smartphones and, whatever else comes next. And those are the customers of the future. The customers of the future are not us. No. It's young folk. And so to me, I think Algorand should be trying to youth up their management team, from my perspective. Just from a going concern standpoint, even. Yeah. It's like, first of all, half the people are going to, I think most of the people probably don't even, because Democrats hated Mooch until he started turning on the last president. And now the last president's, followers hate Mooch. So it's like, who likes him? Yeah. Whatever. Not that he gives a shit who likes him, but I'm just saying that, you need some charisma at the top to attract people, particularly when your competition is all these top tier chains.
Yeah.
But hey, interesting. Good bringing that forward, Brad.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
What do we have here?
I live for your praise.
What do we have here?
What do we have where?
Oh, this is just your desktop screen or something?
What is it? Sharing my whole desktop?
12:30.
Oh no, that's the new tab screen.
Okay, got it.
What you got, Joe? I'm going to talk a little Harry Yee in a minute, but
we're good. Okay, let me share.
Here. Show on stream.
Oh, I can do it. I got it on.
Hide on stream.
Okay, it's not sharing it though. You can't see it, right? Can you?
Hold on. Jesus, I have to do everything for you.
Well, I got it right there. I'm picking the screen and I'm sharing it.
Well, you've got a black desktop right now. Oh, now you're doing it again. Now we get rid of the other one. Okay.
There we go. Now it's
there
showing. Well, this wasn't the one I was. Sorry. I thought this was a good article, everybody to check out. Top 10 DeFi plays for 2022. It's on Bitcoinist, bitcoinist.com. Best 10 DeFi and DeFi 2.0 tokens and projects 2022. And so it's a lot of the usual suspects. Let me scroll down. It gets some good data on market caps. But number one, Curve, which we all know I like Curve. We talk about Curve a lot. MakerDAO, a lot of people have been talking about that. Huge amounts of TVL there. Aave, another big one that I've always liked, moving into a bunch of other chains now. Great lending protocols, good paying on staking as well. WPT, BTC, whatever. Convex, we know that's the sort of where all the Curve, I guess LP liquidity is placed, and it's part of the Curve wars where they're fighting governance to see who can get that stack. Uniswap at 6, Compound at 7, PancakeSwap at 8. I was actually kind of intrigued to see that. And then Lido, we talk a lot about Lido, or we have talked in the past. It's one that we never got to much, but their market cap to TVL ratios were really good back then. And then
that's ETH staking.
Yeah, the Lido staking solution works with Ethereum. But I saw it. Let me go to DeFi Llama real quick. Saw it on there. Hold on. Right here, number 6.
Wait,
9 point. What?
Go ahead.
You can't see my screen?
No, I can see it. Go ahead.
Oh no, what were you going to say?
I got something to share with you when you're done.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I was just pointing out it's right here. So you can see they're moving into other chains. A lot of people have talked about it, but I was also really surprised to see Abracadabra there at number 10. So for what it's worth.
That is surprising.
10 things to look at. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Here, let me show you. I fixed it. I fixed Algorand.
There you go. There you go. Or she could be at Salesforce for the NFT cloud. Nah, she's just, I tell you, after following her for all that time in the Monavale token, and then actually finally getting to meet her. When was that conference? Was that November?
December.
Okay, December. Just everything in person, just so much more.
But so my point is, what you were saying earlier is, this is the type of hire they needed. This is what it doesn't have to be her, although that'd be pretty amazing. But this is the type of person that they need running the Algorand Foundation.
Yeah, like somebody like that. Yeah, I agree.
Somebody that gets it, somebody that's driven, that's mission oriented, and that doesn't come from JP Morgan.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like they don't have a whole host of people at Algorand that come from investment banks and hedge funds already. So they didn't really add anything new. It's not like JP Morgan adds credibility to them. Well, it does to other companies, of course.
Right.
Because they already got tons of bankers there.
But they already had the mooch.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's on the board. I think he's got like 400 million in Algorand.
Oh, he must be. Yeah. No, he's in there deep.
Yeah.
But, I guess, people are going to do what they do. Who's on the board of JP Morgan? It's not a bunch of Indians. I'll tell you that.
Shit.
It's, no, I meant I wasn't saying that disrespectful. I was trying to make the Microsoft analog, where they are hiring to represent more a global perspective. Yeah. It's going to be a bunch of old guys, a couple of women.
Yep.
Maybe one old African-American dude, and the rest are going to be look like the BIS banker dude. You know, they're going to be fat cat bankers.
Fat cat bankers.
Yeah, again, I was not trying to say anything. That just came out before I realized I wasn't trying to shame anything. You know, I'm going to say no pun intended because it wasn't. But, you know, fat cat is a term for bankers that's been around for 100 years.
Yeah, so, exactly.
I don't think it's a stereotype. I think it's a reality.
Yes.
I thought this is an entrepreneur magazine. DeFi will help women take back control of their finance, close the wealth gap. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I really like. You know, whether you're wherever you are in the economic strata, that you can empower yourself. And I mean, women, men, people of color, everybody can empower themselves. You know, pull themselves up from the bootstraps. The Horatio Alger, take control and create wealth. And so, anything that accelerates the wealth creation helps people catch up with all the top money people. So this is a really interesting article. I recommend people read it. You know, because I've always felt, you know, I always talked about, you know, those Middle East wars. You know, Afghanistan, Iraq too. You know, God knows how much was spent there. I know it's probably like $3 to $5 trillion. And look, if we had just given 500 billion to all the women's groups there and told them, go get what's yours, you know, they would have done a lot more than you could ever do occupying any countries. So I always feel like women are a completely untapped resource, and that anything that encourages, you know, them getting their piece of the economic pie, not subservient to their husbands or fathers or anything, I'm all for, because we need that kind of dynamic. I'm probably stereotyping, but my experience is that I found they work harder. A lot of time, I'd say more often than not, they're smarter than their contemporaries, and they have drive. And so to me, anything like this, I just love seeing this kind of stuff. Yeah. And then I don't have this as a paywall or something, but it was a decent article here. Anybody has it in the Black Crypto, talking about new banks. And it talks about a couple of TradeFi banks, and then how DeFi neobanks are trying to figure out how to launch. But, you know, when I saw it earlier, I wasn't hitting the paywall for some reason, but definitely an article worth reading. And then one I thought you would really like, because this feeds right into your anarchist revolutionary bent.
What the fuck?
This cult DAO. Well, you know, I mean anarchist. We had a friend I've had friends like that. I don't really get it. Oh, wow, the peacocks are out there. Oh, there's the male, and the female's got her feathers up too. Oh, great! This R-rated show here.
Joe's gonna turn his camera around for some peacock
porn. But look, this is you know, cult DAO. They're talking about announced the launch of the Cult Manifesto, first completely decentralized token. The token's cult, akin to Bitcoin, cannot be stopped once it is started. Those contributed, blah, 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 blah. Where am I trying to find their actually?
Yeah, tell me what the fuck they do.
The thing everybody does.
Accelerate the downfall of the... Wait, scroll back up. Accelerate the downfall of the global banking system and the current world order. Holy crap. The project is the first entirely decentralized financing mechanism to sponsor revolutionaries and those eager to break society's ties. Wow.
Yeah, that's like, you know, that's what I call putting a target on your back. You know, it's like...
and they might want to define revolutionaries, because that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, no, I think that it's...
I think they mean DeFi revolutionaries, but still.
Yeah, I don't like... I mean, I see, you know, they're young and full of vigor and ready to go take on the world. But, you know, I'm always the one who says you don't like put a target on yourself, or you don't just, even if this is what you think, you don't go out telegraphing your moves to everybody so that they can go, oh, wait, who are these guys? And then they come in to crush you. I believe that you go with a midstream, middle of the ground message. And if this is your goal, then you just push for that goal quietly. You know, you don't go around telling everybody. It's like when we were kids and you'd be getting in a fight. It's like, oh, I'm going to punch you right in the nose. And right when you're saying that, you get punched in the nose. You know, it's like talk is cheap. You know, you basically just go and and then make your move when you make your move. So I thought it was funny because it seems so like 2018-ish.
Over the top.
Yeah. And I haven't seen this type of approach work in the past, but they have an interesting NFT model and how they're doing it, but I don't really see I see a staking token, staking. Let's see what they're saying here. We got a cultdao.io is the website. Completely decentralized fund that allows everybody to contribute novel solutions. DAO operates independently with the aid of the 50 guardians who hold the most cult tokens. Has a treasury system.
This would be a perfect strategy for a rug.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect because, nothing like true believers to get full maximum gain out of if you're going to con, right? It's like people see something like this that believe similarly and they dive in. And then, those are the people most likely to get screwed because they want to believe that this is a method to accomplishing what they think is important.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is, though, I would never want to piss off a bunch of anarchists because those motherfuckers are printing guns at home. So,
Yeah. No, I mean, but you're right. They're playing to the aggrieved parts of populations that are angry or are missing out, and they think that this will be the vehicle to either stick it to the man or get some payback or elevate themselves from their conditions.
Yeah,
and it's not going to be. I can tell you that right now. It will not work out. So you're going to see a whole bunch of Africans and Indians and South Americans that are going to leap in with small amounts of money, hoping that this changes their life, and they're going to get wrecked.
I can't get their website to load.
Yeah, I haven't even gone to it.
There's like a pause and play button on the bottom right. I think there's supposed to be a video playing here, but I can't get nothing. Oh wait, I just suddenly got some sound. Hold on. But I have a blank screen.
Hey, do we have a new somebody that was watching was just in the past? Do they need a new link to get here? If they just go to the YouTube link, it'll come here too, right?
Chuck said you can't print ammo. Don't worry, Brad. But you can make it.
Yeah.
Do they need a new link? What? No, they just go to our Twitter, Twitter feed, our YouTube channel.
Yeah, LinkedIn. So if they're at the regular way, maybe this is the person who was on StreamYard.
No, they can't watch us on StreamYard.
Okay. So. Well, no, I just because somebody was messaging me and they usually watch the show, and I thought maybe it was that.
And they're having trouble finding it?
No, they haven't said anything. I was just speculating.
Okay. All right. So
the only other thing I had was where is it? That's this cow swap thing. Yeah, that's about it for today. Right. That was cow swap too. So I can stop sharing. So did you get a date with him?
Yeah.
I know he's like your poster boy. It's like I had a Farrah Fawcett poster.
We should get him on the fucking show. I would love to interview this guy.
Yeah. That's a great poster for your room.
Yeah.
So tell us what you've learned.
So I don't want to quote him by name. Chuck says YouTube always shows the live version in with all the other shows. Just search for DeFi lunch.
Okay.
To anybody that's watching can't find it. I think we're going to be going back to StreamYard anyway because this thing's not any better and using more CPU than StreamYard. So if you guys missed the show yesterday, we talked about Harry Yee.
Yeah.
Who's basically a one-man wrecking ball on the Phantom blockchain. He is taking over projects, pulling open source code and threatening to sue anyone that's forked one of the projects he took over, which is Tomb Finance, making all the decisions by himself. There's no semblance of a DAO or a community. Pushed a 16-year-old out of a successful project, or if not, pushed him out. Helped push along two guys to take over control from the 16-year-old. So I shouldn't accuse him of things that I don't know for sure. And one of our listeners DM'd or tweeted with me. I guess it's public, but I don't know. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. That developers in this space are intimidated by him because of the power he wields, and that he actually pays 100% for the annual developer conference for the Phantom blockchain. And so nobody wants to piss him off because the financial assistance is important to the chain. We know he invested in the foundation. We know he's invested in multiple projects there. He has not put up a part 2 of his diatribe that where every 3 words is the word I. But he hasn't done anything of late. I was going to check and see if he'd done any more interesting tweets in the last 2 days, but didn't check this morning. So here's the bottom line. I have some real concerns about the impact of somebody like this on the chain. I've talked to some people within the Phantom ecosystem that have the same concerns, and are, not publicly saying that, but are definitely concerned about what he might be able to do to the ecosystem. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this unless I get more news about it from here on out, but I will tell you that there are concerns in the community, and people are worried that there may be some kind of impact, but hopefully he keeps his damage to his little corner of the ecosystem and doesn't cause any more problems. But it's just a bad look. If developers looking at Phantom to deploy to see this and him threatening to sue people for using forked open source projects, and know or find out how tightly knit he is into the community from a financial perspective, those could be the kinds of things that help people make a decision. Like if you're weighing Phantom or Avalanche and you like them both and they're both EVM compatible and you like both of the main teams and you think they both have value, well, if you got Harry versus bombastic leader of Avalanche, Emin, I think is his name, I'd probably go the Avalanche way. So it is concerning. I don't think at the end of the day he can have as much power as he'd like to, but I'm hoping that somebody that he trusts will actually have a conversation with him about chilling out. So,
well, when I first started messing around on Phantom like 8-9 months ago, it has a very distinctive campy look about it. Spooky swap, spirit swap. It has all this kind of Halloween theme.
Yeah,
across the whole board. This guy does not fit that brand. Just looking at the screenshot, it does not fit that brand at all.
And he doesn't fit the community. I mean, this is a grassroots community. These people have really, built something from the ground up. This current chief marketing officer was just a member in the community that built up and made himself, valuable and useful to all of Phantom. So it to me is disconcerting to see somebody like this in there. I guess we should expect it at this point, and that it's going to happen no matter what. The money is money, and greed is going to bring people out that aren't going to do the best things for the ecosystem. They're going to do the best things for themselves. And so, end of the day, I guess we should expect it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame. Because Phantom is so fast and cheap. I love it. And
yeah, me too.
I haven't really, and I love that, I was bridging off some Polygon stuff the other day. I think it was at the weekend when the Polygon bridge was down for like a long time. And I'm like, oh shit, because that always ends up being like $200 to bridge out.
Right.
And so then I went to Spooky Swap. I bridged from Polygon. I took some Avalanche stuff to Phantom and I took some Polygon stuff to Phantom. And then I bridged out from Phantom, on Spooky Swap website to Ethereum. And it was like $42 to bridge out.
Right.
So, versus 180. So to me, that's the kind of stuff that gets my attention.
Yeah.
And, because we all have a bunch of stuff on other layer 1 and layer 2 chains. And, the only way we can really offboard it into fiat if you want is from Ethereum, at least to Coinbase that I know of.
Right.
I still don't, maybe you can. I mean, I'm just like missing the boat here, but I was just really surprised at how cheap it was. And, you know, although when I first started looking at Phantom, I thought it looked kind of, like I said, campy and, I don't know, silly is not the right word, but, you know, because I'm always trying to look for some kind of a, unfortunately, institutional perspective or brand that looks stable and blah, 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 blah. Not this guy, but
Right.
but then I was like, hell, who gives a shit? This is fun. And, you know, you want money to be fun. You don't want money to be like,
Yeah.
you know, a bad experience.
Exactly.
And if you're pulling people in because you're, you know, making it fun, again, who are the customers? They're mostly under 25. You know, they're not our age, 39. You know, so you have to have branding consistent with them.
Yep.
And that's the shame. If this guy ruins that, it's a huge disservice.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Joe,
Yeah.
I got to cut out for a call.
All right, buddy.
Looks like Twitter's having an outage or I have been banned. I'm not sure which it is.
Maybe Harry, yeah, just banned you. Get that son of a bitch, Brad Nickel.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We love all of you. We appreciate you. Please visit us at missiondefi.com, join the Discord, follow us, subscribe, and please review us because that dramatically boosts our visibility and allows us to do more good coverage, interview more cool people. And thank you very much for your time today. Joe, have a great day.
Yeah, you too, buddy. And thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. I'm just looking at...
Wait, do I have a clever outro? Can I do a fun outro?
An exit?
Yeah, a little exit.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is there? It
like
says outros.
Yeah.
Is there like a bye-bye outro?
I don't know, man. You're the one who brought this melon head product to our attention.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's try it. But everything looks good for the weekend. So have a good one. We'll see you Monday.
Later. Okay, that's boring. Everybody have a great day. Take it easy.